Hi, my name is Keisha Stewart. I am a RN in the RN Fast Track to BSN program at the University of Arkansas at Little Rock. I'm in nursing 3350, instructor Joyce Grant Scott. I am going to talk about an ethical dilemma today regarding a patient, and we are to use the moral ethical decision making module, and I'm going to talk about the principle of um, respect for autonomy. Basically, autonomy is the capacity for self determination, being autonomous. However, it is not the same as being respected as an autonomous agent. Um, we as nurses have certain ethical decisions that we have to make. But as long as a patient is competent, we are to respect their autonomy and their ability to make decisions for themselves regarding their health. And in this particular case study, I had encountered a gentleman who had end-stage congestive heart failure. He was a patient that would come in weekly for IV therapy for congestive heart failure. We would hang Primacor, and he would receive this IV therapy for 4 hours. Um, when he was diagnosed with congestive heart failure, he was very proactive regarding his health. He was not a candidate for a heart transplant due to his multiple health issues. He, however, once teaching was done regarding medications, nutrition, he was very compliant and was very active and up to date on all the IV treatments and new therapy that may be available for him. Um, I, being his nurse, had to counsel with him many times just on diet, nutrition, fluid restrictions, as well as medication changes that he had to um, change through the course of his IV therapy. Um, his autonomy being self-governing and directing of his healthcare status. Um, Although he knew his outcome was terminal, he maintained his autonomy up until the very end of his life. His family was very aware of his wishes, and they knew that in the event uh, of his of a cardiac arrest, what his wishes were. He had them lined out. Um, I, as a healthcare provider, respected his strong will and determination to continue to fight until the very end. We as healthcare providers have to respect that patient's autonomy as long as no harm is done. And in this particular case, um, he was allowed to make all the decisions regarding his health care up until the very end. And at that point, when he could no longer make those decisions for himself, he had them written and spelled out in a healthcare proxy. Um, so his principle of respect of autonomy was never breached in this particular case, although it was a sad case, and he knew himself that it would be um, the ending was terminal. He had made those reservations and preparations for that day. Um, this at times may be difficult depending on the situation, but has been proven to me in this ethical situation that the principle for respect of autonomy um, had been carried out to the very end, and all his wishes had been fulfilled. Um, and that is all. Thank you.